All right. The Yankees lose to the Dodgers. What's new, guys? A bad way to start the second half of the season. Not what we wanted today. At least they were a little competitive. I mean, it was a tight game. They carried a 1-run lead into the seventh inning or something like that. But unfortunately, Gerrit Cole was left in there a little too long, in my opinion. And the Yankees dropped this one 2-1 to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Let me tell you, this series right here is like a perfect litmus test for this team. This is a team they've been hot and cold. Like, you just never know what you're gonna get with these guys. So today, the bats were cold, unfortunately, like it always is. For some reason, this offense is the biggest concern. I mean, there's a lot of concerns, right? But I think this offense, man, I don't care how good this pitching can get. With Max Fried coming back and all that, we'll talk about that. But yeah, man, you got to score more than one run, man. You can't just, they had opportunities. Obviously, we'll talk about Luis Rojas with another freaking blunder again as a third base coach. He sends Trent Grisham. I mean, the dude was out by a mile. Like, literally, the ball made it back to the infield, and he was still rounding third, and he decided to send him home for whatever reason. I have no idea, but just not a good look, man. Just overall, this team, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. Doesn't look good. But if you guys want to join, the link is in the chat. It's pinned to the chat. If you want to join, we'll try this again. Hopefully it works this time. We'll try it again. Yeah, tough night, man. For me, it was a tough one. I'm gonna be honest. Especially a 2-1 loss, especially to the Dodgers, right? At Yankee Stadium. It's been like, this was the Game 5, the infamous Game 5 2024 World Series rematch here. Obviously, rosters are a little bit different on both ends, but you got Gerrit Cole on the mound again versus the Dodgers in Yankee Stadium. The last time the Dodgers were on that field, they freaking celebrated and they threw a party in our house. And unfortunately, the Yankees drop it today. It's a tough one, man. Tough pill to swallow. Congratulations to Dodgers fans. I know you guys are going to rub it in like you always do. The Dodgers are really good, man. They like 63 wins on the season already. They're the best team in baseball by far. Hands down. I don't care who comes out the American League. Even if the Yankees come out the American League and make it to the World Series, do you think they can beat the Dodgers? The Dodgers aren't even healthy yet fully. That's scary, man. That's scary. And then you got guys like Kyle Tucker, who really hasn't even turned it on yet. If that guy gets going, and this is going to be some problems, man. They got Blake Snell on the IL. A lot of injured players. Will Smith isn't even playing. And they're still freaking better than everybody in the league, which is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, guys. But yeah, again, the link is in the description if you guys want to join. Let me see if I could pull this up real quick. All right. All right. So obviously, the box score. Max Muncy with this guy, man. It's crazy. When you think that he's finally gonna fall off, he doesn't. It's crazy that I think there was some Dodgers fans, because if I'm not mistaken, they re-signed him this offseason. There was some Dodgers fans that they didn't want him back, and he keeps proving that guy's a Dodger. He's made to wear a Dodger uniform, and he comes through again, man. Comes through again with the 2-run home run. I felt like they left Gerrit Cole in there a little too long. One batter too long. One batter too long. What am I looking at here? Okay. Yeah, not a lot of offense, obviously. Gerrit Cole went 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, and he pitched good, right? I mean, it's not his greatest, but he wasn't, aside from that one pitch to Muncy, the Yankees might have won this, but you can't win games. You're not going to win very much games by scoring only 1 run. This offense got to do something, man. They got to figure this shit out, man. I say, look, I don't know if you guys heard Alex Rodriguez on WFAN this morning. Alex Rodriguez was in the Fanatic Fest and speaking to Tiki and whoever the hell the other guy's name is. And Alex Rodriguez said, look, the Yankees need to go after Mason Miller and Jeremy Pena. And I agree, man. Look, the shortstop position, we gotta fill that hole somehow. Uh, we gotta do something there. We really do. We need to we need something in this offense. We need some kind of we need to inject some offense, man. This freaking team is dead. There is no offense, man. It's sad. Trying to pull up the Houston Astros. Let me see. Yeah, I'm trying to get Jeremy Pena's stats right here. Let's pull him up. I think this would be a good pickup for the Yankees if they could go out and get Jeremy Pena. Obviously, he's going to be a free agent next year, I believe. But man, we got to do something, man. This lineup and then the bullpen, and obviously Mason Miller will be huge, man. If you could land Mason Miller, that's a huge pickup for the bullpen. I mean, I'm a person, man, that I've wanted Mason Miller since the first time I seen him pitch. This dude throws absolute gas. I know a lot of people are scared of that. A lot of people think that he's a Tommy John waiting to happen. But man, that'd be nice to have a guy like that coming out the bullpen. Someone who's pretty much unhittable, right? He's lights out. But even with that, right, even if the Yankees will get Mason Miller and Free comes back and he's pitching well and everything, until this offense wakes up, until we get Judge and hopefully Prime Judge, and we'll talk about that too, because some news came out about him and Stanton, man, we're in trouble, man. I don't care how good your pitching is. If you're scoring one run a game, you're not gonna win against good teams. Not in October, you know. It's just not. You're just not. Cat Mama says, "Yeah, but this team don't hit." Yeah, they don't hit. They can't hit themselves out of a wet paper bag. It seems like. Let's say what's up to the chat. My bad, guys. I'm a little rusty. I haven't been streaming in a minute. What is going on with this? There we go. There's Jeremy Pena. 1.6 WAR. Way better than what you're getting out of Volpe or Caballero, whatever platoon we got going out at short right now. A 118 WRC plus. What is his average at? On base percentage 357. OPS 786. I'll take it. I will take it. Yeah, his on base, yep. Average 293. So I don't know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Is Jeremy Pena, should the Yankees target this dude? Should the Yankees target Jeremy Pena? Mason Miller, we already know what he's all about. Jeremy is one of the best shortstops in this era. He is. I mean, he has some down years. Last year he had a good year. I think he got hurt. Was it last year? I can't remember. But at the year before that, he had a down year. But he's definitely talented. Obviously, his rookie year, I believe, was phenomenal. I think that would be a good pickup. Obviously, he's a rental. That's the problem too. Um. Oh shoot. Let me look at his contract. Okay. Let's pull up his contract here. So, yeah, he's a free agent next year. This year only made 9.5 million. I'm not sure what the market value is on this dude, but I would have to say that he's only 28 years old, so he's probably looking for a nice contract. He's having a good year. I don't know. I think this is a guy that you bring him over here. Obviously, it's going to cost the Yankees. But this is a guy who makes an impact right away in the lineup. He makes an impact right away. So I would like this guy. Let me see this real quick. And pull up strikeouts 35. I'm trying to look at his K rate. Okay, his K percentage is only 16. We need that in this team. Oh, Jonathan, I'm sorry, I didn't even see you, man. Let me activate Jonathan, bring him in here. All right, I can't see you, Jonathan. Figure this out. I can hear you.
I disabled the video.
Oh, you disabled the video?
I think so.
There you are. Yeah. Hey, man, how's it going?
It's been a long time. I hear myself, but
you hear yourself?
Yes. I wanted to test this bit for you.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to figure this thing out. My apologies.
I was looking for a background to do a background instead of this wall here.
Oh, you want to do a background? I can add that too. The thing is, I can't have all this stuff that I have here on I can't do it on StreamYard. It just doesn't allow you to do it. So yeah.
StreamYard always usually does allow you to do the background.
Yeah, you can add a background though.
I tried.
You go to settings. You went to the settings, the gear.
Yeah.
But anyway, though, I mean, we'll figure it out next time. So, yeah, man, how do you feel about this team? Not good enough? Be honest, Jonathan.
I want them to sell.
You want them to sell? No, that's crazy.
I don't think that anybody they can change for to help this team. Maybe a lot of people are talking about Jeffers, but I don't know.
Yeah. Shout out to Jacob too, man. I didn't realize that you gave me a super chat the last time, man. I appreciate it, Jacob, for the $2 super chat. Yeah, I don't know though, Jonathan. I wouldn't sell. And guys, give me some feedback in the chat on the audio, man. I'm trying something new. And if you hear echoes or anything like that, please let me know. I know I'm getting a lot of background noise, but that's something I have to work on later. But yeah, so I wouldn't sell, right? How can you sell? This team is second place in the AL East. Second place in all of American League. I don't think it's time to sell. I think it's time to buy, if anything.
But this team also loses games by 1 month so often. I don't know who can be added to help the team.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no I mean, we a lot of our guys are out. When you got Aaron Judge and Stanton both on the IL, it's tough.
Well,
it's tough.
I don't know when Judge is coming back. Stanton, who knows?
Hey Jacob, Jacob says Jeremy Pena has an Arbia next year. I don't think so. I think this is his last Arbia. He's going into free agency. If I'm not mistaken, man. I just pulled up the contract too, and that's what it says there. I'll pull it up again. Hold on. Yeah. Oh no, you're right. My bad. It is one more RBI. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. So yeah, so if you get Jeremy Pena, you have him for 1 year, and then, you know, you get I in the dream world, right? I see Jeremy Pena coming up, right? Jeremy Pena coming to the Yankees. Then the Yankees calling up George Lombard Jr. Maybe even at the end of this season or next season, and he's your third baseman. And second base, Caballero. And I don't think the Yankees are going to re-sign Jazz unless he takes a huge team-friendly deal.
I also have a feeling the Yankees will move on from being after this.
What was that, Jonathan?
I think they will move on from Volpe.
Yeah, they got to, man. At this point, you got to move on from Volpe. Like, I say before the trade, and I don't even look. I'm not even saying they got to move on from him. He just cannot be on this major league team. He just can't. Either you move on from him or you send him to the minors. One or the other.
And when I talk, do you hear me twice?
No, I don't hear you twice.
Man, I hear myself twice.
I think that's why it's best to use like headphones if you got headphones. Let me see. Let me figure this out. Yeah, I don't even when I was testing it earlier, like I don't hear myself twice or anything.
No, I don't
Let me
hear.
see. Let me see if I mute you here. I don't know, man. Anybody want to join, man? Let's get another. Maybe if somebody joins, we'll see if they get the same thing. I could put you in jail though. You want to go to jail? And now you're muted. Guys, if you want to mute me or Jonathan, this is something I've been playing with, right? You can just press 1 or 2 in the chat. Press 1 or 2 in the chat and it'll put a vote in. And when that meter goes all the way up, like I'll put myself in jail. When that meter goes all the way up, it'll put you in the gulag.
You still have that clown faces and everything like that? You still... No. I hear you.
Yeah, I'm not doing the face filters anymore. Oh, you can hear me, but I don't think they can hear me when that happens. But yeah, let's get to some of the chats, man. Mr. Snow says, Jason, I think it's because he has your stream up as well. Yeah, that could be it too. Like turn off the or mute the YouTube. You have the YouTube on?
The YouTube
Is what?
The YouTube
Oh, you breaking up, man.
YouTube
Let me see. Joan Diaz says, brother, los Yankees están feo. They ugly, man. Yeah, man, the Yankees ain't doing too good right now, brother. And man, I'm telling you right now, even if Judge does come back, and we'll talk about that. The news came out, was it today or yesterday? Aaron Judge, they asked him, and he said, look, that they, the X-rays or MRI, whatever you want to, whatever he had done, they said it shows some healing, but they're waiting for another doctor's opinion on it to get a, better understanding if, or timeline of when he could return.
My guess is the end of August, maybe even Labor Day.
Yeah, and at this point, look, I say don't rush it. Obviously, I need him back though this year. I would say even like a week into September. Why not at that point? Give him a few weeks just to ramp up. I think mid-August is a little too soon. We're already pretty much halfway through July.
Yeah,
Mid-August, one more month. I think I'd give him more time. September.
That's why I said Labor Day.
What happened?
That's why I suggested Labor Day.
Yeah, Toronto's in last place. Oh man.
Well, they went in last year.
Yeah, Boston. I tell you what, man. Boston has climbed their way back up to 500. That's a team that can make the playoffs. They might make a wild card spot. But Toronto, look, and it sucks. It sucks to be a Toronto fan. Not for me, man. I'm glad that they're in last place, especially after all the crap that the Toronto fans talk.
Yeah, I think Vladimir made people dislike Toronto more if they weren't engaged.
Yeah. I didn't hear a word you said, Jonathan. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's see what's this. Hold on. Who we got in here? Let me put this in.
Maybe I should hop off.
No, that's all right.
Yo, hello?
Man. Yeah, who's this?
Mr. Snow.
Oh, what's up, man?
What's good?
Can you guys hear him in the chat? You hear him, Jonathan?
Yo, I have the echo too. I hear myself twice.
He's also doubling. Double hit. I hear his voice twice.
Same here.
Okay, let me see. Say something again.
Hello?
Let me see. All right, try now. Say something.
Yo,
Hi.
hello?
You still hear the echo?
No, I don't. It's
No,
gone.
I
Okay.
hear it better.
Yeah,
I don't hear me.
that was me. I had something. You don't hear yourself now?
No, I don't.
That's good. But you don't need to hear yourself. You hear me though, right?
I
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
you.
All right. So what are you gonna say, Mr. Snow? Your Toronto Blue Jays, man. What
Yeah, the
happened?
Jays are cooked. I don't know.
They're more than cooked, man. They're done. That's
They're
freaking.
not done. They're like 3 games back from a wild card spot, but like, I don't
Yeah,
know. The
that's
third
crazy though,
wild card.
right? That they're
It's crazy
last.
how. Yeah. I know. It's crazy how the games are like what? I mean, the Jays are 7 games below 500, only 3 games back of a wild card spot still.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, man. So did you watch the Yankees game today, or no?
No, I did not at all.
Yeah, I bet. Well, they lost to the Dodgers, man, and the Dodgers look better than they were last year.
Do they
To be
actually?
honest, I think so. They got finally Roki Sasaki's. He kind of figured it out a little bit. Um, they look better to me.
Like
Well,
on
what,
paper, I feel like the Jays would look better than last year, but oh my God, they can't do anything right now.
I think the Grisham play in the last. You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
The
Yeah, let's.
Grisham play in the last when he was running the bases really what was. I don't know if he was running his full speed, but he looked like he was injured, or at least he was not running as well as he usually does.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not even that. I mean, he doesn't. He's not a fast runner anyway. Even if he would, even if I know they said he kind of hesitated a little bit, but even if he didn't, he was out by a mile. I don't know what the hell Luis Rojas be thinking sometimes.
I don't know. I don't understand that.
That wasn't even worth like. It wasn't even close. That's the problem. Like if it was close, I'd be like, hey, you got to take that chance. But it wasn't even close. Like the ball was back into the infield, and he was still rounding third base. And on top, it wasn't even a good throw to the cutoff. Like it wasn't even a good, accurate throw and nothing, man. And then the cutoff throw to the catcher was decent, but it wasn't even perfect, and he was still out. So that tells you that it wasn't even close. I don't know how. Unfortunately, this has happened so many times with Luis Rojas that, I mean, it's kind of at this point he's kind of known for that, right? With just making boneheaded, sending people
Well,
home for no reason.
they need a new third base coach.
Yeah, but they're not gonna do that. You know that. Not
Of
in the
course,
middle of the season, but
of course not.
yeah.
I mean, how is Aaron Judge looking? Like, is he like coming back soon or?
No,
He'll
so
be back in September. I hope.
I think he will definitely be back, but I don't think it's gonna be any time before September. Like, and if the Yankees were to somehow like fall completely out of it, where they're not even contending, I don't think he comes back at all. Like, what's the point at that point?
Well,
Jonathan wants us to sell.
The point of him coming back is for the fans, and the Yankees want fans to buy tickets. That's the point.
Yeah, but he's too valuable. Like, what's to re-injure and stuff? I mean, if the Yankees aren't contending, like if we're
September and play him and put Judge on the 60.
So why do you say the Yankees should sell? And who should they sell? I think at this point it's too late for that.
Of course it's too late. I just think this current team cannot win or cannot go far in a playoff run. We saw what they're doing today. They can't even score 3 runs against the Dodgers.
But you think though? So let me ask you this though: you don't think that if we put with Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton back in that lineup, you don't think?
I think with them two, both of them in the lineup, they could be much better, but not without them.
I'm gonna be honest, Jonathan, and a lot of people are not gonna like this take. I think even with them in the lineup, we're just back to square one. We're not. They're still not like. I've seen this movie too many times, man. I think even with them in the lineup, we're not good enough to beat the Dodgers. Like let's be
Well, I
real.
think a big mistake the Yankees made early in Judge's career is they never really built a team around Judge. They never really did.
I mean, they tried.
Not only for 1 year, only when they got Soto and they didn't get anybody else.
You know what it is that and that's in Cashman's mind. They tried. They just didn't get the right people. That's the problem. They tried though. They didn't get the right people. Cashman thought he was getting the right people. You know, giving guys like Aaron Hicks.
Even when they got Soto, they didn't get anybody else. Who else did they get besides Soto? Nobody.
Yeah, man, but
that's so sad as a Yankees fan, though. Not as a Yankees fan, but for Yankees fans, that as you guys had Soto and now he's gone, and he's like really good.
It's not sad.
You guys didn't like Soto?
Soto is a prick.
No, don't say that, man. He's not a prick, man. I wouldn't say that, man.
Look, he's not a prick, but he has an attitude problem that you don't really want in the clubhouse.
I mean, in the Mets clubhouse, but when he was in the Yankees clubhouse, it was great. So you're telling me, Jonathan, you didn't.
No.
Let me ask you this, all right? Because I hate going back because what's done is done, and he's a man, and he's never gonna be a Yankee again. Like, I wouldn't say never, but the odds of that happening are very, very low. But when he was a free agent, you're telling me that you wanted him back, right?
Of course I wanted him back, yes.
So how can you say that?
The problem was the way he left was not. He left with such a bad stain on his own image that.
I mean, I think the only reason why it stung so much for Yankee fans is because he went to the Mets.
No, I don't care that he went to the Mets. I honestly don't care. I think it was more of his attitude rather than him going to the Mets. The fact that he had a deal for the same amount of money and he went to the Mets over $5 million, even after the Yankees raised. It's.
Yeah, but it was more than $5 million though.
I understand the rules of free agency. You go where the most money is, but at the same time, honestly, I think he would have had a better career if he stayed batting.
I mean, without question, 100%. I think he knows that. But you can't say like in hindsight, right? And this will be the last thing. The Yankees, like the Mets, gave him a way better offer. You can't just say it was $5 million because
from what I read,
let me finish though, Jonathan. Because it was $5 million for 1 year less. The Yankees added an extra year on it, and with all the incentives and all the bonuses and the suites and the 22 front row seats for his family and the clothing allowance and the private security and all that jazz. They gave him a way better deal than the Yankees did, but they overpaid. They clearly overpaid, and it's biting them in the ass now because they know it, and the Met fans know it. You know, they don't want to admit it, but you know that contract is not going to age well, and it worked out for us. For the Yankees, even though I want the Juan Soto back, it worked out for us.
So here's the question: if they got Juan Soto back, would they get Max Fried? Would they get Cody Bellinger on this team?
I think they could have, but they wouldn't have. See, I don't think they would have because they would have felt like they satisfied, you know, like that was enough to satisfy the fans. But the Yankees could have. Because look, when you think about it, this is why I say this, right? When you think about Juan Soto's contract, everybody sees the $800 million. Take that away. All I see is the AAV. And the AAV is what, $45 million or something like that? So that's what I look at. And when you break it down that way, yeah, they had more money. They could have signed Max Fried still, you know. Taking on Cody Bellinger's contract, maybe not or anything. But look, at the end of the day, it worked out for us. It worked out for us because Cody Bellinger's been good. Obviously, we still haven't made it to the World Series since then. But I think it's because of bigger issues on this team, you know?
Do you think it's time to move on to a new manager?
Oh, it's been time, man. Look, this is another touchy topic. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. And there's nothing against Boone because, I think he's a good manager. I don't think he's a great manager, but he's a decent manager. He's not the manager to take this team to the promised land. He's not going to get the Yankees down the Canyon of Heroes. It's just not.
I think Boone is the manager to get them to the World Series, but I don't think he's the manager to get them to 4 wins in the World Series.
Go ahead, Snow.
How do you feel about the Jays manager, Ross Atkins?
The Blue Jays manager?
Yeah.
You talking about Schneider?
No, well, wait.
You talking about the GM, the general manager?
Yeah. I mean, how do you feel about both then, actually?
I mean, to be honest, man, I could care less, bro. I think I could care less, man, to be honest. I'm a Yankees fan, brother.
I don't think about other teams' managers or general managers.
I think that the Blue Jays manager is better than I don't know. I wouldn't say he's better than Boone, but he's close. But look, as far as like the Yankees, I just don't think Aaron Boone is I think he's overstayed his welcome. 8 years, man, without winning anything is a long time in New York. As the Yankees, right? He's the longest tenure manager for the New York Yankees without a ring.
4. Buck Showalter, 4 years. He was before Boone. Buck Showalter was the longest tenure manager without winning a World Series.
And how many years was that, Jonathan? Say it again. Exactly. So that goes to show you the Yankee standard throughout history, 100+ years of this franchise. If you can't make it 4 years without winning, you're out of here. Like they get rid of, and that's not the reason why they got rid of Buck Showalter. I think Buck Showalter, he left for other reasons, and it worked out because we got Joe Torre. But Boone is going on 9 years now, 9 seasons.
Well, if the '94 season didn't get canceled, I think they could have won in '94, and that would still Buck Showalter.
Yeah, but they didn't, and they didn't win in '95 either. They in '95, if you remember, Jonathan, we weren't even supposed to make the playoffs. The Yankees sucked. I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs, but they had a great September. And they squeezed their way in there.
The problem with the Yankees in '95 is they didn't know what they had in Mariano Rivera.
They didn't know what they had in a lot of people, obviously, because in '96 we had Jeter and all that. But I would say this, right? But you got to think about this, right? And this is what I'm going to say. If you look at Boone, Boone has a great win-loss percentage as a manager. Cool, I got it, right? I mean, I'm not even going to mention the fact that he's had a $300 million plus roster every season. But if you look at, right, the way the expanded playoffs and the wild card is today, if you put this same team and Boone's same winning percentage back in 1995 or 94 or any period, then he wouldn't even make the playoffs half the seasons. Because how many times did Boone win the division? Does anybody know? If you in the chat, look it up for me.
I think it's twice.
Twice, right? Back in the day, he didn't there was no wild card or anything like that.
I mean, he lost last season to the Jays, but then the season before, he won it, right?
We won the division in 2024, but I think he's only won the division 3 times in 8 years, if I'm not mistaken. So that means 5 years and some of those years we barely. As a matter of fact, 2023 we didn't make it. So several years in there, he didn't even take the division. Meaning that if this was in the way the playoffs was structured back in the day, they don't even make the playoffs. They would have there was no wild card then, and there was only one wild card team, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day. So only 4 teams made it to the
The wild
playoffs.
card started after the '94 strike. 95 was the first year
Yeah,
of the
and that's what
wild.
I'm saying. And there was only one wild card team the first year.
One wild card team in both divisions, and it was that way for a long time.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So if you do the math, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna figure it out. If this was 1995, if Aaron Boone managed in 1995 era,
It would not make the playoffs.
like would he have made the playoffs 7 out of the 8 years? Like he
No,
has not. No, right? It'd be more like 4.
probably.
3. So I mean, look, that's just something to think about there. And look, I think that I don't think Boone is the worst manager, but I think that his time has come. For real, his time has come.
Now, I've mentioned this to many other people, and the biggest question I get is who replaces Boom.
It doesn't even matter, man. Like, I mean,
I
obviously,
know,
but
I know it doesn't matter, but it's there. It's
Yeah.
a question that always comes up when
that's the
when
rebuttal
you
for
suggest-
that's the rebuttal for the Aaron Boone apologists. But to that,
Exactly.
I say, look, we'll cross that road when we get there. There's plenty of guys out there. There's managers out there that we don't even know, and maybe Brad Osmus could do a better job.
Look, I thought Brad Osmus. I think Francisco Cervelli could be a manager.
Francisco. Yeah, I don't know about, like, I don't want the rookie managers though. That's what I don't want. I don't care if they're ex-player. We tried that with Aaron Boone. It didn't work. I need somebody with managerial experience.
Manager experience.
I don't need, like, me personally, I don't want the next manager of the New York Yankees to come in and want to be the player's friend. I need a guy to come in.
I would have loved Don Manley to manage.
Oh, Don Manley was so good.
Yeah, I would have. When Boone lost the playoffs, I would have said, Don Manley, you want a job with the Yankees? Here's a manager job.
Yeah.
I wanted Don Manley to take over instead of Girardi, even though Girardi won. He was a finalist, and I wanted Manley.
Yeah,
I
don't know why. I don't know why Mattingly isn't even part of this organization. If you look at the Phillies, man, when they got rid of their manager, it turned around their season.
Yeah, it's a mistake. The Yankees should have done what the Phillies did. Phillies are proof that not always when you get rid of a manager, it's bad for your team. The Yankees seem to want a manager who is friends with everybody, but it's just like having a boss. You cannot be friends with everybody when you're the boss of them.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. How is a manager different than someone who's your boss?
I just think that I don't know, man. I think there's just time to move on. It just is. Sometimes you gotta shake things up, man. Sometimes you gotta, like, do something, fire somebody to let everybody know that this ain't acceptable. Just like, this is not acceptable. The thing though is that right now, with Judge being hurt and Stanton being hurt and Fried being hurt, that's the excuse, So if it doesn't work out, that's what they're gonna fall back on and say.
I think I mentioned last year. I don't know if I mentioned it to you or I mentioned it to somebody else. I said the only way Boone gets fired is if the Yankees do not make the playoffs.
I think he gotta get fired regardless, man. If they don't win,
I agree with you, but I am not the owner of the Yankees.
No, but
the Yankees played for probably 25 years with the from probably 94 or 96 to 2019 with the expectation of making the playoffs and winning the World Series every year. After 2019, I think that mentality changed, at least in the front office.
I think Boone still he's under contract through 2027. I
So
think
yeah, it's
that,
one of the year.
and we know that Hal doesn't like to eat money, but I think that's man, they can eat that. There's only $5.5 million they're gonna pay him, right? If they wanted to fire him, they can easily move on from that. That's
Well,
not a lot of money for the Yankees, man.
the
The
one
boy,
thing
look at the
is,
Red Sox. The Red Sox fired Alex Cora, and they ate that
yes,
whole salary.
and they're doing better because they fired Alex Cora.
Every team that fired their manager when they needed to, like when except the Mets, though the Mets waited too long to fire Carlos Mendoza. But I think if they would have done it earlier, they probably would have. It probably would have done better. But look, the Boston Red Sox firing Alex Cora, who's a way better manager than Boone, who's a World Series championship manager.
I would even get a guy like Shelley Duncan. He'd manage in AAA, Double
I don't
A.
know. I don't know about Shelley Duncan, man. Yeah, he's managed, but he's never managed in the big leagues, though.
Well,
And you know why too? Because he's already we need an outside guy, not somebody from within the organization. He's already within the organization. He's compromised to me. We need somebody outside the organization who's not compromised, who's gonna come in and take the job and
so
do things their way.
would you get Alex Cora?
Oh, without a doubt, I'll get Alex, but it's never gonna happen with Brian Cashman because Brian Cashman will never get any of those. The Astros who are part of that cheating scandal,
Well, maybe the fact that the Yankees are always operating in their comfort zone is what is preventing them from winning a World Series.
Yeah, and the comfort zone is Brian Cashman. I think the problem with the Yankees, man, and it's been the problem for several years now, is that you got guys at the top, Brian Cashman, and even Boone, and the front office, and all these guys. They have egos. They just can't admit they're wrong. They can't admit that. And I don't care what anybody says. Everybody says the Yankees they draft well. They do not draft very well. Okay, they don't. The scouting department, I don't care how many scouts they got and how big it is, they're not doing that great of a job, man. And I get it. You got Ben Rice, Cam Schlittler, and both of those guys came from one area scout drafted both of those guys in the later rounds. But if you look at all our first round picks in the last, since Aaron Judge, it's not very good.
The only one to make since Aaron Judge, the only guys to make the major leagues is Volpe and Wells.
Exhibit A. Right?
And they're both bad.
They're both really bad. If I would argue they probably two of the two worst players in MLB.
Well, that's not true. They have Chase Sweeney. Chase Sweeney was a Yankee first round pick, and he made the major league for the Detroit. But that's another story with the Yankees.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With the Yankees, we've had prospects that we traded away and stuff. The guys, that's why I said that the scouting department, the way they doing things, it's not adding up, man. I would say that even the Blue Jays, player development and their system is better than the Yankees. The Dodgers are leaps and bounds better than the Yankees. They always got
the Dodgers are probably the best in baseball, along with the Tampa.
But they do everything well, and so you can't and look. I'm the biggest Dodger hater, but I gotta give them credit because even if you take away all their signings, I mean, they do spend a lot of money, but they draft good and they sign the right guys. Tommy Edman was available for anybody to grab. Nobody wanted to grab him. Max Muncy, another guy who's just a perfect Dodger. There's a bunch of guys that's on that team who contribute. Look at Andy Pages, all-star. What he's become. I don't think he was drafted by the Dodgers, or I don't think they signed him internationally, whatever. But he came up with the Dodgers too. He made his debut with the Dodgers. They got so much talent.
If I were the Yankees, I would look at the people in the Rays scouting department, and I would try to hire some of their guys because the Rays always seem to get the best players in trades, in drafts, in everything. They always come out with the best players.
I mean, the Rays seem like they always get the worst players and somehow turn them into gems. I don't even know how though.
Yo, my guy, what's up, man? Dang, I got you under Mr. Snow. Hold on. I'm gonna take this off here.
Hey.
Yo, what's good? Damn, dude, you looking like a grizzly bear, my guy.
Take this off. Okay. And the end of the
I
day,
have to log off soon. It's getting late for me.
I hear the echo too, man.
I let my beard grow out.
Turn off the. You watching it on YouTube too?
Echo too, man. Beard grow out.
Yeah, I can hear myself. Turn off the YouTube or mute the YouTube. Yeah.
But I was saying, at the end of the day, Boone is a failed manager. The Yankees fans are gonna say, "Oh, he did good things from here and there. He was a win-loss percentage." They're gonna care about the chip and the chip only.
Yeah, man. And this coming from a Mets fan. Look, I'm gonna be honest. Look, he's got to go. You know, I know that the Yankees is probably not gonna happen, and we got a lot of other problems too. But at the end of the day, I'm putting it all on him, me personally, because you've been there 8 years. There's one person who's been there longer than him, and that's Aaron Judge. And that's it. And he's doing his job every year in, year out. The only person who's been in that dugout longer than Aaron Boone has been Aaron Judge. And yeah, you know, Aaron Boone ain't hit 60 home runs a year.
It will be very sad not for Judge to get one World Series win.
Yo, man,
It's not gonna happen on the road.
You know what, man? You know what's crazy? I don't know if you guys have been watching, like, I guess the Fanatics Fest is going on in New York right now and all that. So they had Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and Aaron Judge. They did had a sit down, whatever, for a show, whatever. And they were talking. You can tell, man. You can tell that even though Judge was talking about he's happy for them, and they were giving Judge his praises and everything. You could tell that Judge is eating him, dude. Like, he's got to win. I don't care. Like, he's got to win.
The Yankees need to think like they did in 2009 when they opened the new stadium. They need to forget about the payroll for a year. Just go out, spend the money, make the trades, and get the best team on the field for 1 year.
Well, the issue is there might be a salary cap next season.
There's not going to be a salary cap. I don't think the players will allow it.
I think it's gonna be a lockout.
Oh,
no, there definitely will.
It's going to be a lockout.
Hold on, my man, Jacob. Hold on. Jacob gave me a super chat. My bad, because I wasn't looking at the. I'm looking at something else, Jacob. But I'm gonna fix that though. Here we go. It didn't come up as a super chat. Why? No, it's crazy.
I'm a Mets fan, and I got this. I don't got not one Mets memorabilia, but I got this. The captain.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me give
I'm a secret Yankees fan. I just can't do it because of my pride.
Why didn't I see the super chat though?
And I think I need to get to bed. It's getting late for me. I'm not on the West Coast.
All right.
Thank you,
later,
Jason.
Jonathan. We're gonna put you in jail now. Bye. Oh no, I can't turn it on. Jacob, man, I appreciate it, man. Jacob gave me this $5 super chat. I gotta fix this. It wasn't showing. My apologies, but he says, Custodio, my brother, show up tomorrow. We can take series with Killer Cam on the bump on Sunday. The Rojas send reminded me of Judge playoff send. Here's my super chat point. Man, I appreciate it. And my apologies, man. I gotta fix the way I have this set up. It's not showing me what's super chats and what's not. But I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the $5, man. I really do.
Jason, remember I was here last stream, I don't know, like a month ago maybe, and you were saying Cam Schlittler, like his velocity was going down and all that. How is he looking still?
He's looking good. It went back up. I think
Okay.
the thing with Cam, man, is that he's still good. It's just the thing that worries me about him is that he throws 4 different fastballs or 3 different fastballs or whatever it is, and it's
What you think, Tommy John? Maybe. Like you think that's gonna happen?
No, not that. No, I'm not saying that. I just think that it's easier to, for me, right? A guy who used to play baseball and everything. I mean, I wasn't really good or nothing like that, but for me, what makes a pitcher good is if they could disrupt the batter's timing, right? So a fastball, even though there's this slight variation in miles per hour between a fastball, a cutter, a sinker, but they're all hard, and you can sit on that. If it takes something away, like, you know, if you have like a split finger fast, if you have something that's a lot slower than the fastball, it gives you a lot more to think about. And I don't know, I just think that a guy who throws 3 different fastballs, even though they're really good, you can time that up easily, and you'll run into one. You know, you'll run into one.
I think the Yankees are going to make it to the World Series this year and win it. And I hate to say it.
Then you just come out of nowhere with that, bro. Out of left field.
I have a feeling they might win it all this year, and I hate to say it.
Just say it, brother.
It's their year.
My man got that Jesucristo behind them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, if the Yankees was to win it this year after the Knicks won it, that'd be crazy, man. That'd be crazy. I don't think they. I think they could if they make the right moves. If they go out there and really be like, you know what, fuck it, man. Let's get Mason Miller. Like, we're not gonna start.
Do that.
Like just
How's
start
not gonna
getting.
do that to them? How's
I
not
don't
gonna
even
let
think
them
it's
do
Howe.
that?
I think Howe would do it. I think that it's Cashman who won't do it. I think if they be like, you know what, we trading, like, okay, Spencer Jones, whatever, you want him in a trade, boom, he's gone. You know, start trading a lot of these guys, man, and get the right people. But you're right, though, man. They probably not gonna do that. And
The Mets talking about trading Lindor. I'm like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, I want to hear that if there's any, like, let me know in the chat, man. Yankee fans, will you be open to trading for Lindor? Will you be open to it? To bringing Lindor to the Bronx?
Will you be open to trading for Lindor?
Man, you got to mute that, man.
To it? To bringing Lindor to the Bronx? Would you be open to trading for Lindor?
When you got the YouTube open?
I don't know. It froze.
You froze? Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm me personally, I don't want Lindor, man. He's looking washed, bro. And that contract, unless the Mets are eating that, a lot of that money, the Mets are gonna have to eat that money, bro.
I don't want another Bobby Bonilla.
Let me ask you though, man, because you're a Met fan, bro. I gotta ask you: Do you regret signing Soto? Are you starting to regret it a little bit?
Oh, I have another question. Do you regret signing Bo Bichette?
Yeah, but Bo Bichette is one that's a 2-year thing, and he's out of here. You know, maybe even 1 if he wants to opt out. But Soto, man, yo, you muted, bro. We can't hear you.
Apparently, there's rumors of the Jays getting Bo Bichette back. I don't know about that though.
But I don't hear you, bro. You hear him, Sano?
I can, yeah.
You can hear him?
Wait, now I can't. No.
Yeah, I don't hear you, man. Yeah, man. I don't know.
Like, I can hear him sometimes. Like when you I can't hear him like now, but like I can hear him sometimes.
Big Buddy says we don't have good players. Bottom line, Belly, Caballero, and that's that. Yo, if you want to mute somebody, I'm gonna start like the reason why I wanted to stream today, because I've been rusty, man. I've been working on some stuff behind the scenes. Yo, you hear me? Duran, you there, bro? You good? Well, bro, we don't hear you at all. You in the gulag for real. Let me see. Do I got you muted? I don't have you muted. That's on your end, my guy.
No, I can hear him right now.
You can hear him?
Yeah, I can.
Phones.
Oh, I hear you now. My bad.
I got 2 phones. One that I can do some sort of stuff with it, another one that just in case the cops show up.
You like Kevin Gates? You got 2 phones?
Yeah, like, what's your new phone? There you go. I give him the phone that has nothing on it.
I thought I thought you was in jail, man. Yo, if you don't like what somebody's saying, you could vote for them. Just put the number. Like right now, I'm gonna put you in jail. If you keep voting number 2 like that, gonna put you in jail. You gotta sit for a minute. We don't hear you no more. You muted. Oh shit, he froze too. Damn, my man.
I mean, Bo Bichette's stats are looking better though lately. Like he started the season like 200 or whatever, and then like he's batting 250. So if he started the season like 200, then that means he was batting like 300 near the end
Who,
of
Boba
the
Fett?
first half. Yeah.
Yeah, my guy, bro. We don't care about Bo Bichette. You keep bringing up these Blue Jays dudes, man. You about to
No,
get
he's
put
not
in
Blue
jail
Jay.
too.
He's a Met.
I know. You want Bo Bichette back?
I don't know if I want him back or not though.
But what are you gonna
If
do with
he,
Okamoto?
oh, I don't know. I mean, George Springer played outfield for the first time in 2 years. Today, this game, yeah, but I don't
I
know.
wanted to get back Devin Williams.
Hell no, bro. Y'all stuck with him, bro. You got to keep him
No,
now.
we
That's
don't
your
need him,
guy.
man. No, that's not my guy.
That's your boy right there, man. You guys are
No,
all
my boy.
happy that you got him.
Not me. I'm like, this guy's gonna screw us over. I want World Series contender Boba Shed. I don't want what we got now.
Or last season, Bo Bichette. Last season, Bo Bichette was crazy.
Bo Bichette. You know what's funny? Then the offseason, a lot of Yankee fans wanted Bo Bichette. I was one of the guys that was like, don't get him. Don't get him. The dude,
We
he
should have
gets
never
hurt
got
a
rid of
lot.
Alonso.
His defense is bad. He looks out of shape to me. I'm good. I'll pass.
I don't think he wants to be here anyway.
Yeah, I think he's sad, man. I think he hates being a Met, bro.
I do think he's gonna get traded though, this deadline.
They're gonna have to eat a lot of money.
They're gonna probably trade Lindor. They're talking about. And
Do
I
you
don't know
think
who we're gonna bring
Soto
in that caliber.
was worth that contract? And yeah, he's not. He wasn't worth the contract. I wanted him back at the time, but I'm glad. Good thing I'm
No.
not the owner of the Yankees because I would have gave
Otani is
Soto the
worth
money.
that contract, but Soto, I would have liked them to get him for a lot less.
No, but here's the deal, right? This is what you don't understand: that Soto's contract is almost double Otani's contract.
Otani, I would have paid $1 billion if I had to get a player like Otani.
You understand what I'm saying, though, right? You know why, though, right? Otani's contract is like half of this dude's contract, or maybe not half, but it's less. And because the fact that they're gonna pay Otani later the money, and by then the inflation, the way inflation works, and the way they're investing the money that they were gonna pay him, they have it invested, so that's growing. You know,
Right.
it's already growing. So. And they make way more money with it's crazy, man. That Otani deal was so lovely for the Dodgers that they pretty much got him for free. When you think about it. They literally got him for free. The dude pays for
And
himself.
my phone is heating up. Man, it's like my phone's burning my hands now.
It's burning your hands? The hell you
I got the new iPhone, but every time I put the video call or video chat on Zoom and
hot?
freaking. Yep.
That's crazy, man.
I don't see nobody. I think Boba Chet is opting out this year.
You think so? Even I don't think so. He's gonna lose a lot of money though.
No, but he'll be the best free agent that they have that they have this year.
Nah. Maybe. I don't know who's a free agent this year. I don't think he'd be the best. You got
Probably
Terry
up there.
Skubal. There's gonna be a lot of free agents, man. Jazz Chisholm Jr. Would you sign Jazz? The Mets? Would y'all get him? No.
Do you think they're gonna trade what's it called, Stanton? Or I don't know. I don't even know if anyone would want him though.
No, they can't trade Stan. He has a no trade contract, and yeah, he has a no trade clause in his contract, and he only got one more year.
Is this his last year or next year?
Next year's his last year, I believe. So that's not happening.
Do you know? Because since there's a lockout and there might be like the whole season, do you know if that contract ends next season or it'll be like last year in 2028? If you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know. If there's a lockout, does the contracts get extended? No. I mean, I
Okay.
could like I'm almost 100% positive. No, but somebody, if you know more than me, let me know. But no, so like let's say like for Stanton, right? His last year is next year. Let's say that they locked out for the whole year. That's it. Then his contract's up, and he didn't get to play his final year. That's how that works. So, but Stanton, man, look, I don't think anybody would trade for him, and I don't think he wants to get traded. And he has a no trade clause, so he's not going anywhere. The only way Stanton goes anywhere is if the Yankees DFA him. Plain and simple. And I don't think they're gonna do that. And I don't
I
want them
mean,
to do it either. Because my thing, man, when Stanton's healthy, he's good. Like before he got hurt this year, he was playing good. So
what
like
is Stan's contract?
Stanton's contract,
Yeah, is it high AAV?
no, next year is only gonna be like $17 million. Is
Oh,
AAV.
okay. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, man. But I think that's gonna do it for me. I appreciate you, Mr. Snow, for joining. Next time, man, turn on your camera so everybody can see your face. Freaking Louis says phone number 2 is dead. My guy, bro. Big Buddy says trade Jazz and Volpe, bring up Lombard, move Caballero to second. You know what's crazy, Big Buddy? I've been saying trade Jazz since the beginning of the season. And then he started playing well, and everybody's like, you can't trade him. He's playing good. I was like, Joe, trade him, man. I'm telling you, this
You don't
guy, he's more headache than
you don't
anything.
like
Like,
Jazz?
I don't look, and I'm a Jazz fan. I really am, but he's just not a good fit for this team to me. Like, he's not what this team needs. I think that he hurts. He hurts the team more than he helps it. You
I mean, I
know,
would love Jazz.
I mean, you can have him, man, for real. Give me Okamoto. You take Jazz and send freaking Okamoto over here. How about that?
Who
You'll do
who do
that
you think's
trade?
gonna be who do you think's gonna be better in the long run, Okamoto or Murakami?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I would say, me personally, I would say Okamoto because Murakami just, he strikes out a lot, but man, when he doesn't, he hits home runs. So I don't know. That's a tough one, but that's a tough one. We'll see. We'll see. I like Okamoto though. I think overall, I don't know. I like him better, but I don't watch them every day either.
Yeah.
So it's different for me. If one of them was on the Yankees and I watched them play every single day, it'd be different. But man, Okamoto, man, both of them are doing. But Okamoto, I know.
Have
I
you
think he
watched
bring he
Okamoto?
a little bit, man. He had a before the All-Star break, like a go-ahead three-run home run. From what I've seen of him, I like him, and I like him more than Murakami because Murakami, all he brings you is straight power. Okamoto brings you a little bit of everything, and he got power. So
Yeah. And
I'd
then
say,
when he hits those home runs, they're moon bombs, like every one of them.
yeah, he hit one. Oh man, when we was in Toronto, he hit one to like the third deck upper deck, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've never
So
even seen that happen.
yeah, he's definitely he's definitely he's pretty good. Yeah, you guys, I think it paid off getting rid of or not signing Bo Bichette and signing that guy from Japan. But let me ask you this though before we go. Since you're a Blue Jays fan, are you concerned about Vladdy Jr.?
Vladdy?
Yeah,
Yeah. I knew as soon as you're gonna ask that question when you said, "Are you concerned?" Uh, like I don't know because I was concerned, and then he hit 2 bombs in 3 games before the All-Star break or whatever. So I mean, like if nothing really happens in the next like week or two, then yeah, I'll be kind of concerned about and like because he's getting paid 500 million. So yeah,
yeah.
I don't know, like he's only batting 260 with 600. I mean, 6 home runs. It's like that's
He's he
very
no he
bad.
he so he's batting 292. His WAR is 3.9. So I mean, just the power numbers aren't
Wait,
there.
that's not correct though.
He's batting
That's
260.
2025. That's 25 season.
Does it say that? Oh yeah, you're right, man. My bad. Let me see. No, I picked the wrong season.
It's horrible. Like I think he's batting below league average right now or something like that.
Let's see. I'll put this up. Yeah, is it? I think he'll be all right. You know what? The thing with Vladdy, man, is that you already know that he's clutch. He's dangerous. I don't care what he's batting. When he's up there at the plate, you can't just, you know, you gotta not look at the stats and just remember that this guy's still dangerous. You know, he's just having a little bit of an off year. The same thing with a guy like if you look at Tatis stats, yeah, there it goes. You're right, 262, 6 home runs.
It's
Uh,
yeah, he's batting below league average right now.
yeah,
99 WRC.
but he don't strike out much, and I think he's just a little bit off, but he's gonna figure it out, man. He's too good. I
I mean,
wouldn't worry
yeah.
about him. I'll tell you what, if everybody in that team with the game on the line, who do you want batting?
I'm not gonna lie, probably like Ernie Clement or
Ernie Clement, that's a good one, yeah. Ernie Clement. Not me, man. I think in a big game, I want Vladdy up there. That's your $500 million guy, and we already know that he's clutch, man. Ernie Clement, though, you can guarantee that he's gonna put the bat on the ball.
uh-huh.
But Vladdy does too, and his K rate is only 12%. I think that he's just been missing the ball slightly, man. But once he starts, his barrel percentage goes up. I think he's gonna be all right, man.
Like yeah, it is looking better though. Like the last few games, at least.
Yeah, man. Look at
How,
his on base percentage is up.
do you think Aaron Judge is regressing just because of he's only batting like 250 or 260 this season instead of like over 300, or do you think it's just because he was fighting through injury the whole season?
No, because he was batting really good, and then he played a whole month hurt, pretty much. So the thing with
True.
Aaron Judge is that he tried to play through it, and if you notice that since when they said that he got hurt from that time up to when it was announced and they put him on the IL, I mean the dude was he was batting terrible, man. He was started off good. I mean, he wasn't doing great, but the numbers are still there. Um, he
The
was
home
still batting
runs
like
were there.
300. The home runs were there. He was leading the league pretty much, or right up there with them. And then he got hurt, and for like the next month, he was literally like the worst player in baseball, And then they put him on the IL. So yeah, I'm not concerned about Aaron Judge. My concern about Aaron Judge is being healthy. Him regressing. It's going to happen at some point, but I think that even Aaron Judge, a regressed Aaron Judge, is still better than 99% of Major League
Yeah.
Baseball, So it's
I'm not
like,
gonna lie. I think Cam Schlittler might get finessed out of a Cy Young if he keeps pitching as good as he is, because I
yeah.
feel like they're just gonna give it to Dylan Cease anyways.
Wait, say that
I don't
again?
know. I feel like Dylan Cease might win the Cy Young. Like I don't know. Like even though Cam Schlittler's numbers are better, I don't know though.
No, I don't think so, man. I mean, we got half the season to go. But if the season ended right now, I don't think there's going to be Dylan Cease. And I'll put my money on that. But yeah, like I said, man, you got a whole half a season left. So who knows what's
Do
going
you,
to happen, man.
do you think the Dylan Cease signing was good
I
for
think it was,
200 mil,
I
7 years or something?
I think that the Blue Jays they overpaid a little bit, but I think it was a good signing for you guys. I really do. Because imagine what your team will be without him.
Oh my, it'll be the New York
Like
Mets, maybe even worse.
exactly, man. So I think it was a good signing. I just think that a lot of guys that had big years last year didn't step up. I don't know what Addison Barger's doing this year, but he was hurt for a while.
Uh,
Varsho, I'm not sure what he's doing, but I'm sure he's not having the kind of year he had last year. Um, yeah, it's a lot of things going on, man.
I,
Alejandro Kirk was hurt for a little bit. I think all the injuries kind of kind of threw everybody off a little bit.
It's so bad. Like Barger hasn't played almost a game this season. Springer is still mid even after injury. Kirk, he's can't hit a ball still. Like, I mean, he's getting better, I think, but like Springer's bad, Kirk's bad, Barger hasn't played a game. Like, and then Vladdy's bad. Like all the players that were very, very, very good for the Blue Jays last season are just not good anymore right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it for me, Mr. Snowman. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining. I'm gonna sign off here and work on some stuff, man. And everybody, man, again, if you're just joining, the Yankees dropped game 1 to the Dodgers, unfortunately. You know.
I like the new features you're adding to the stream.
Oh yeah, it's a little buggy right now. That's what I'm trying to work on right now as we're talking. But how you like the ticker, man? The ticker looks good, right?
Yeah, it does.
And remember, you can always still bring up guests. I mean, you could bring up stats and stuff from the chat. All that stuff is still applies. I just gotta fix some things, but
I also like this new video room as well instead of last video room, whatever you're using before.
Oh, the like, EV Mux?
I don't know what you were using before, but this is different.
Yeah, I was using EV Mux, man. But I might go back to that because it's just easier to manage that thing. But
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, this looks cleaner, but like it doesn't really matter, to be honest.
Yeah. But yeah, folks, man, that's going to do it for me. Mr. Snow, I appreciate you. Good luck to the Toronto Blue Jays. You guys are dead last, but...
I mean, only 3 games back. I mean, it's not that bad, but it could... Like, one hot week or two, and all of a sudden they're right back in it, but yeah.
No, yeah, man. We saw them come back from like 4th place, last place last year and make it all the way back, so... I don't count you guys out, man. You guys have a good team. They just not
no reason they should be that bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the team is better than the record shows. And there's a few teams in the American League that I think the team is actually better than their record would.
I mean, I feel like the Mets should be way better than what they are, but they're not.
Yeah, man. That's a whole nother episode there. But yeah, that's going to do it for me, man. I appreciate you, Mr. Snow. Have a good one.
Yeah,
everybody at home, enjoy your weekend. Yeah, let's go Yankees. Hopefully we can beat these damn Dodgers, man, because if we don't beat them, I don't know who else can, man, to be honest. But anyway, man, it's going to do it for me. I'm going to sign off here. I appreciate you guys, and let me see if this works here. Peace.
One time for the papers, 2 times for the capers, 3 times for the haters, and never faded so majors. I just pulled up in the coupe, I just be dumb and I'll shoot, I just don't need to recoup.